Hello there YouTube, it's Woby3, back with another kicking action figure review. Today we're looking at another Papo dinosaur. I feel like it's been a little bit since I did a Papo. This one, kind of beat up, but I got it for free. Yes, it is the Papo Juvenile Spinosaurus. Yes, it's supposed to look like a juvenile Spinosaurus from JP3, even though it is not licensed Jurassic. If Papo, see, they normally go for cool factor. And if they can rip off Jurassic Park or Walking of Dinosaurs or something, they typically tend to do it. Yeah, and so this is supposed to be, allegedly, a JP3 Juvenile Spinosaurus. And I actually quite like it. I think it's got that cute juvenile look to the head and a nice small juvenile spine. Of course, this is not even close to what we would call an accurate juvenile Spinosaurus these days. At the time of recording, the new Walking of Dinosaurs trailer dropped like 2 days ago, and we saw the baby Spinosaurus in that, and God, I would like some good figures from this new upcoming era of Walking of Dinosaurs. But yeah, it's pretty neat. The sculpt is actually really, really good. I quite like it a lot. The paint job, it's kind of just a boring brown, but they did a good job on it. A lot of recent Papo stuff has been like weird, you know, and I hear that their new like 2025 stuff is pretty good. I haven't had a chance to get any yet. But yeah, he's pretty nice. Mine is really scuffed up, like real scuffed claws and hands and a big old scuff on his nose. But I got him for free. You know, why did I get him for free? A friend gave him to me because his tongue's gone. He lost his tongue somehow. I don't know. This is from my friend's store, and he was just like, kids ruined this one here. Yeah, no tongue. Oh well, so keep in mind that the tongue might come out, but I mean the inside of the mouth is actually pretty well painted and everything. It's a nice looking figure. You know, mine was free. This is, I feel like I'll see a lot of this going for like 30 bucks in a lot of places. And I know it's hand painted and there's a lot of good detail and stuff, but I just still don't feel like it's worth 30 bucks, even if mine had the tongue and everything. That's the only reason I never got one before. I've wanted one for a long time, but I was like, everywhere it was like $30. But then a friend said, you can have this one, it's beat up and doesn't have a tongue, and I was like, hey, I'll take it. But yeah, I'll just display him like that, I guess. That shadow was Naughty Cat. Hi, Naughty Cat. But yeah, articulation is just that jaw, nothing else. But there is detail and paint on the bottom of the feet, which is always a nice touch, in my opinion. So yeah, I wouldn't really call this a kid's figure. This is definitely more of a display piece for adults. If you want a Spinosaurus toy for kids, you know, Safari Limited, at the time of recording this, Schleich is about to discontinue their Spinosaurus. But then there's always, you know, Mattel Jurassic franchise stuff too. But yeah, now that we've talked about all that, let's get into size comparisons. I actually have many things I want to compare him with. First up, another Papo. This is the Papo that you see everywhere. It is the green running T-Rex. Yeah, like if you say this is supposed to be more of a JP3 size juvenile growing into its own, I think that's fine. Alright, let's put that Papo aside and show some other cool dinos. Here is the Schleich Giganotosaurus. That's fun, that's cool. They kiss. You didn't think they were going to kiss this video, did you? Now, how about a Safari Limited figure with their Psittacosaurus here. Little guy, but the best dinosaur ever. Alright, what's that? You want more dinos? How about the very rare HappyNet Carnotaurus from Japan? Pretty cool. Yoink. And I have a new HappyNet review on the way. I've reviewed everything you've just seen in size comparisons, and I've reviewed everything else you're about to see in size comparisons with the exception of one figure. And that figure is this little guy. If I can get his accessories, I'll review him. This is a juvenile T-Rex from Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World, or just The Lost World, or just Jurassic Park: The Lost World, whatever you want to call it. They're buddies. Yeah, that works for me. Yoink. And another Jurassic franchise figure. I know you want to see a Hammond collection, so here's the Hammond collection Concavenator. Pretty cool. Awesome. Yoink. And how about a Schleich Eldredor figure that's also a prehistoric creature, right, Naughty? Meow, meow, meow. Here is the Schleich Eldredor Frost Mammoth. Pretty cool. And an upcoming review will be another Eldredor prehistoric creature. Which one will it be? Triceratops? Velociraptor? You'll have to see. But yeah, very cool. And last but not least, I want to show our Juvenile here with a kaiju. Here's a kaiju I don't think I've used in a review in a long time. But it's a figure that I really genuinely love, so I definitely want to bring it out. It is the Ultra Monster Series DX Thunder Killer from Ultraman Geed. Yeah, pretty cool. If you display your dinos and kaiju together like I do, this'll be dope. Sorry about that crinkling sound. Naughty Cat is playing with her little toy. You don't have to stop. They don't mind. Oh, okay, that's very considerate of you, girl. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Papo Juvenile Spinosaurus figure? Well, these days I would prefer something a bit more scientifically accurate, something that shows off aquatic features, even if it's not 100% scientifically accurate, which, you know, we'll technically never have, since we'll never 100% know everything about these beautiful creatures. But I think this will go great with a kind of Jurassic Park, Jurassic World collection, which is kind of the point of it, I feel like. It's a good-looking figure. But I feel like it's really expensive for what it is, even though it is hand-painted. Like a lot of Papos this size, I feel like they just aren't worth the price, which is why I often get them when they're on sale. Or if I am a bit more willing to pay the price, like get it from a museum gift shop or something. Museum gift shops often have like Papo and Safari and Schleich. I get a lot of Schleich and Safari from museum gift shops. I don't really see Papo in museum gift shop much anymore. But I love my museums. But yeah, that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Nice display piece. Probably not the best for kids. I feel like it'll hold up decently, but look at all these paint scratches and stuff, just because they don't have packaging. They just have a tag, like a little tag, like a Bandai. And just like Safari and Schleich do. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.